In this edition of Inside Fashion, we're going to follow the avant-garde, high-concept, high-fashion and radical designer Rei Kawakubo, considered by many as the queen of fashion and one of the most visionary and influential designers working today. Rei Kawakubo was born in 1942. A student of fine arts and aesthetics at Keio University in Japan, she is a self-taught designer. She started working in the advertisement department of a textile factory where she became involved in collecting props and costumes for photo shoots. When she could not find the right costume for a shoot, she started making her own designs. By 1973, she opened her first store. She wanted to offer women clothes that men would use, clothes that were designed for mobility and comfort. She wanted to design clothes for independent women that were not dressing to seduce or gain a man's approval. By 1981, she had her international breakthrough, and a year later, she founded her design house and named it nothing else than Comme Garcons, or literally translated, like boys. A few years later, she founded Dover Street Market, which is a live fashion laboratory. Her influential 1982 collection, Destroy, featured oversized, loosely knit sweaters with holes varying in size that look as though they had been slashed open. The media at this time was negative towards her and dubbed her style as post-atomic look, Hiroshima chic, and sometimes back lady look. Kawakubo has collaborated with Louis Vuitton, Joji Yamamoto, Issey Miyake, Gucci, Hermes, Burberry, H&M, and others. In the fashion world, everybody knows Rei Kawakubo, as she has influenced and inspired many successful younger generation fashion designers. Because Kawakubo's designs did not fit the industry's perception of what women wanted, her garments were sometimes described as anti-fashion. Her collection, Body Meets Dress, Dress Meets Body, featured garments with lumps of padding positioned in unflattering places. The media referred to this collection as lumps and bumps, tumor or quasimodo, and criticized her for disfiguring the female form. Rei Kawakubo has often stated that her designs are mostly for modern working women, women who do not need to assure their happiness by looking sexy to men, by emphasizing their figures, but who attract them with their minds. Even more uncompromising was Kawakubo's Monster collection for the autumn-winter 2014-15, which features strange, murky appendages made mostly of wool. Kawakubo described Monster as a reaction to the craziness of humanity, the fear we all have, the feeling of going beyond common sense, expressed by something extremely big that could be ugly or beautiful. In other words, a desire to question the established standards of beauty. Kawakubo's most important contribution to the fashion industry was reframing the ideas of beauty and redesigning the traditional aesthetics of garments into subversive, abstract shapes and functionalities. All this started a revolution of rule-breaking aesthetic fashion which can be seen in today's fashion shows. Although we are mostly unaware, her singular vision has shaped the way we dress today. Many fashion designers for the masses incorporate her concepts to make our clothes a little less boring. This was the story of Rei Kawakubo, one of the most influential and important designers of the past 40 years. She has invited us to rethink fashion as a site of constant creation, recreation, and hybridity. She has defined the aesthetics of our time. For Inside Fashion, this was Hugo Hiraoka. Thank you. Goodbye.